George W. Bush was born on July 6, 1946 in New Haven, Connecticut. He is currently alive and living in Texas today. He is the son of George H. W. Bush, the 41st president. George was the governor of Texas from 1995 through 2000. George W. Bush was the 43rd president. He served from 2001 through 2009. He was in office for 2 terms. Bush was a graduate from Yale University. He also worked in the oil industry in Texas and he was an owner of the Rangers baseball team.
Elections were held November 7, 2000. Bush defeated Democratic nominee Al Gore. Bush won 271 to 266 electoral votes. However, he lost the popular vote. 8 months into his presidency, the 9/11 terrorist attack took place. 2 airplanes crashed into the World Trade Centers in New York City. These attacks were committed by the terrorist group Al Qaeda. These 2 planes hit within an hour and 42 minutes of each other. A 3rd plane was crashed into the Pentagon, while a 4th plane was initially intended to hit Washington, D.C., but was crashed in a field in Pennsylvania. There was a total of 2,996 deaths. 19 of those were the hijackers, and 2,977 were victims. Responded with what is known as the Bush Doctrine. This caused a launch of war on terror. It included the war in Afghanistan and Iraq War. The USA invaded Afghanistan after this attack. Bush demanded the Taliban hand over Osama bin Laden. Osama had been wanted by the U.S. since 1999. On May 1, 2011, U.S. Navy SEALs killed Osama in Pakistan. After this event, the United Kingdom, NATO, and other alliances began to withdraw their forces. In 2017, the U.S. and NATO still have troops in Afghanistan as military advisors.
For re-election, he ran again in 2004. His major opponent was John F. Kerry, a U.S. Senator. Bush's chief political strategist was Karl Rove. Mark Buchanan was the chief of communications. Their job was to come up with possible ideas and actions that will help the president campaign. During this campaign, Bush promised many things at the 2004 Republican National Convention. He directed his support to visit his website for more details. These promises are called A Plan for a Safer World and a More Hopeful America. Bush won with 286 electoral votes while Kerry had 251. The inauguration took place on January 20.
On November 19, 2007, President Bush met with the President of Russia, Vladimir Putin, and signed an agreement on a go-away! Anyways, on November 19, 2007, President Bush met with the President of Russia, Vladimir Putin, and signed an agreement. This agreement, Bush said, is good for the international trading community. The Iraq war troop surge occurred on January 10, 2008. Bush sent more troops in order to provide security. During this time in his presidency, one of the biggest mass shootings by one gunman, since surpassed by the 2006 Orlando Club shooting, had taken place. 32 people were shot and killed, and 17 were injured. This brought up gun safety and gun violence that would now be an issue for the president to debate. Bush's presidency came to an end as Barack Obama, a Democratic senator, wins the presidential election. On November 10, 2008, the two men met and discussed the responsibility it takes to be a president. Bush informed Obama of all the current issues and more. January 19th is Bush's last full day as president. The next day, Obama is inaugurated as the 44th president of the United States.
The city by the bay, the city that rocks, the city that never sleeps.